Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to today's SmackDown review and opinions video. This was such an interesting show because there was some really good stuff on here. I wouldn't say there was anything particularly bad, but there was definitely random. American Made coming out at the start when Cody was in the ring. That was random. Main event being Cody Rhodes against Chad Gable. That was random. Tiffany winning in the triple threat might not have been random. Elektra winning would have been random. But I certainly thought they were going to go with Naomi. So I was a little surprised at that. I was surprised when we had new tag team champs. Did not think that was happening. Did not predict that at all. So a real mixed bag this week. But as we said, some really good things in there as well. Score-wise, I mean, I'm probably around a 6.5. I thought this was fairly average. I think that there's plenty on here of talking points. Lots of little meetings behind the scenes with Nick Aldis, Gunther, Dominic Mysterio. Very interesting. And then, of course, you know, Street Profits being attacked. Who did that? So, you know, questions to be asked there as well. But, as well as that, we did get, like, a really random main event. I don't think the triple threat was all that great. You know, American Made opening the show. I didn't really think much of that. It was all right. There was parts of this that were all right. So I'm thinking, like, 6.5 is fair. But I'm very interested to see what you lot thought. So, Naomi against Tiffany against Elektra. Obviously, Tiffany winning. That was good. 95%. So, could have done with a bit of a better open, to be honest. Piper against Bianca. This was way better than it had any right to be. You lot gave it great 61%. Motor City Machine Guns against DIY. Great 64%. I didn't think the in-ring was that special. But obviously, new champs and also heel turn, and that seems to have kind of really got people talking. So yeah, very interesting. I was really pleased with it. New champs, I was really pleased. DIY, I just think that if you give them something to get their teeth into, they always tend to deliver. They always tend to come through. So them being heel tag champs, I'm definitely here for it. And then, of course, our main event, Cody and Chad, good 96%. The sit-down chat with Kevin was really good. That was a highlight for many people. And, yeah, just lots of little thoughts, little theories kind of circulating around. I'm really looking forward to getting into your comments. But, yeah, I'm thinking about a 6.5 for this one. I've seen way better SmackDowns. But equally, I've seen way worse as well. So let's go over to your thoughts. So Dalton said, fire show tonight. Loss or not at War Games, the new bloodline get better every week. Them not wanting to touch Shinsuke was very interesting. I don't think he's working with them, but it just shows how powerful his new aura is. Trenton said it was a great show. Cody got beep slapped. It was a good show, buds. Brendan, shout out to you. We got a gif of the Wyatt 6. Obviously, we got to wait till Monday for those guys. Johnny said, I think Naomi is out the title picture because it will be revealed that she is the one that attacked Jade. The US title final seems to be Tiffany against Chelsea. Chelsea will get her revenge, ? Tiffy cost Chelsea the Money in the Bank match by pushing the ladder, sending her crashing onto a table. Bianca versus Piper match was awesome. She wanted to show it's not just Lash Legend who can lift up Piper. That was a great moment, that KOD. Heel DIY new champs, LFG. I can't wait to see a new Twitter thread explaining how Karrion Kross did this. Yes. Yeah, do you know I said the exact same thing in Unseen? Most of the matches felt random, but they were great nonetheless. Overall, 6.5. Johnny, you and me, eh? You and me. Kiki gives it 0, but out of 0, which I think it kind of makes that average, really, which is sort of where we are as well. So Same page. Night Legacy said, all I know is that I officially no longer like DIY. That is official from Night Legacy. Norma said, it was okay. Nothing to write home about. Mitchell said, honestly, really enjoyed it. DIY stuff was super fun. Loved the ending of that match. Michael Cole car interview cracked me up. Loved Tiffy winning. I think we possibly have another entry into the prestigious 8 club. Oh, Mitchell, you and me are actually quite off on this one now. I'm 6.5 on this. I think Tiffy winning, she's already got money in the bank, so for me, she doesn't need this. I would have much rather have seen Naomi progressing. I didn't think the match was all that either, to be honest. This came after a really random open from Chad's and from Cody, which, again, there wasn't really much there for me to get that excited about. So, you know, at this point, we're probably a good half an hour in, and I don't know, this is not feeling like a great show. Then, of course, you know, you start getting some stuff like Bianca against Piper. Really enjoyed that match. Then, of course, the sit down with Michael Cole and Kevin. Really enjoyed that. New tag team champs. Really enjoyed that. Lots of little bits in the background. But I think because the first part was weak and because the main event didn't deliver for me, I mean, the show ended with a Kevin Owens, Cody brawl, which, I don't know, for me was just a bit flat. I mean, it was so just paint by numbers, you know? It kind of just happened and washed over me, and I was just watching it, and I don't know. I did not feel anything about it. Even that, I think, could have been more interesting, intriguing, could have been something more creative. So the start, the end, those both of those, you know, good half an hour at the start, good 20 minutes at the end. You know, you start looking at it, and I'm at nearly an hour that I would have changed. So, but it was not a bad show. Hence why I'm thinking 6.5. But me and Mitchell are normally same page, but a little bit off on this one. Hair Metal Forever said, we need to pick up the speeds. We need to make SmackDown great again. Kent said, great effing show. Language. The sightings of Dom and Gunther with Aldous were interesting, but my standout moment was the DIY heel turn. I didn't expect it, but I loved it. I hated the idea of them not being a team. Overall, 8 out of 10, says Kent. Riley said, love the heel turn. The Kevin Owens segment was also funny. Overall, it was an okay SmackDown. Jimmy said it was a decent show, that being that it was in my home state of Minnesota. Tiffany winning in her home was good, even if she doesn't need it. Curious to see what happens with the trades between the 3 brands. No OTC was kind of disappointing. 7 out of 10. Briggsy said it's a 5 for me. It was an okay show. Matches were good, but it feels like something was missing, to be honest. Do you know, it feels like a couple of major stars called in sick or something, doesn't it? I do not disagree with you on that. DIY winning didn't feel that big because I feel like it was kind of predictable. Oh, but a solid show overall. Master Taker said, I thought it was good, 7 out of 10. And Missy said, honestly, other than the heel turn of DIY, and Ivy Niles' outfit was on fire. That KO Cole car interview and Bianca's impressive takedown of Chelsea Piper, it was kind of all over the place, and it didn't make a lot of sense. It was just off to me. A modest 7 out of 10. Alan said it was a decent 7 out of 10. Looking for to the Daze Visits America travel log. I was there earlier this year, and I managed to put out about 1 video about it. Carl said it was all right. Love that Tiffy got 2 big pops and a chance to soak it in from her home crowd in her entrance. Shocked she won, though, as she's missed Money in the Bank. Love that we now finally have proper and deserving tag champs. Kevin is right, says Carl. Ellen said it cooked. DIY heel turn to be champs. Dirty Dom and Gunther might be traded to SmackDown. Tease for Sammy Kevin. Craziness, said Ellen. We are the Woe Movement. Hello, said 675. Doing trades is boring. I want a full Netflix draft. Poor Apollo was just trying to enter the building. Listen, plenty of people have been in the wrong place at the wrong time in human history. Add Apollo's name to that list. I'm surprised that Naomi didn't win. I'm scared. Don't be. Tiffany will get eliminated in the next round, then cash in during the final. Oh, God, that would be awful. Why have you even said that? Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Love the promo from Solo. We need more of that. Gargano finally turned. Hopefully we get a proper storyline between DIY and Motor City Machine Guns. Owens is petty AF. Raymond said, honestly, I thought SmackDown tonight was really awesome. I would have to give it a 9 for me. The DIY tag team match was very questionable. I didn't like how they won their match, but otherwise the rest of SmackDown was excellent. Shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you, Raymond. Raymond, the Final Testament stan. That's what you're known as now. Yeah? After what you showed us the other day when you responded to Carrion and you was like, I'll be cheering for you, Carrion. I'll be cheering for the Final Testament. Raymond, the Final Testament stan and Fortnightlies. Nishi said, it was an awesome episode of SmackDown. All the matches were great. Cody versus Chaddy, and Piper versus Bianca were both classics in their own right. Best of all, DIY's heel turn was brilliant and well executed. 10 out of 10 for me, said Nishi. FGC Dads said, great follow-up to Raw, and we now know how many things might play out going into the Rumble. Nando said, really great show, especially because I wasn't that bothered by the preview. Wanted Naomi to win, but also loved Tiff, so that's cool. Johnny heel turn and DIY win was great. Great Bianca match. KO car interview was different and hilarious. Great main event. Pleased I didn't skip tonight. Do you know, funny you should say that, actually, because there was quite a few in our live stream going, I'm just not feeling it. I'm gonna shoot tonight. Not really in the mood. Like, don't know. Probably not a great review of our watch along, but there was a few people saying that tonight. Joey Mama said men's tag match was predictable. Kevin and Cody's feud continues to get better. Hopefully we will get more information than what we've had with the Jade attack. 7.4 out of 10, and I can't wait for Monday Night Raw, said Joey Mama. Real Wrestling Fan said it was a good SmackDown tonight, and congrats to DIY. Good match with Cody and Chads. Good KO segment with Cole, but tonight wasn't Hammer time or Vader time. It was freaking Tiff time. She was amazing. Drop kick on the outside of the ring. That was crazy. I forgot about that. That moment where it was like a stomp, wasn't it? Stomped down on Naomi, and it was so hard. I really thought we were getting to a bigger score. Like, you're praising. 6 out of 10. Cinema. 6 out of 10. Yeah, that spot though, you are right. I forgot about that. El Patata, hello my friends, said US tournament, great moonsault at the end. Elektra seemed really far. Bianca versus Piper, great. Bianca can activate her superpowers whenever she wants, as long as it's not against Asuka. Chad versus Cody, hurting Cody's leg. Unpredictable match versus KO. I can't believe it. Oh, I think Cody wins. I'm really not expecting Kevin to get the dub. Don't think he's getting that championship. Chad is interesting again. He doesn't belong in the story, but I wouldn't have minded Chad pinning Cody. Triple threat on Saturday. And Owens pins Chad to win the title. Chad looks like a big deal. Beats Gunther later on SmackDown. LA Knight said, cheap shot. Cheap victory. No, you lost. Shinsuke. Goat. I need Shinsuke versus Fatu, Chad, Vinci, AJ, Mello. Oh, bit of a wish list. Roman winning War Games, but not showing up on SmackDown is weird. But good thing for Solo. We didn't have to wait another month for DIY story to evolve. This is going to be good. Show felt complete after an hour. Rating 9. I'm scared to see Howdy with the same hair again on Monday. Al Patata, you are funny. And I agree, I'm also scared. It better be braids or some sort of braids. I tell you what, I'll be very angry if that man does not have braided hair. Let me tell you. If it's all straight and, you know, L'Oreal or whatever. Yeah, Head and Shoulders. Advert. Be livid. Word Wrestling said it felt faster than usual, maybe rushed. The fact that Naomi is out has enraged me. For Tiffy, who is Miss Money in the Bank to go through, will she even win? DIY segment was a good shot. I like this version. I have hope for the tag titles, and we need storylines. Chad and Cody, amazing. 7 out of 10, and there is Naomi spinning and skipping her way out of the tournament. Roller said, big fan of tonight's show. DIY heel turn and new tag champs. KO promo in the car was great. Piper and Bianca was a fun match. Cody and KO brawling at the end. And the transfer market should be great. 8.5. Imagine if it was a transfer market and both shows had money and each wrestler had... That would be really good. Every wrestler's got a value. And each brand has got, say, 100 million, and every wrestler's got a value, and you've got to build a roster. That would be really good. That would be really interesting. And then fans could try and do it at home as well. If it was a proper transfer market. Mackenzie said 6 out of 10, not a great show. Not much build to Saturday night main event. Love the heel turn. Bianca finally cares about who attacked Jade instead of herself. I thought about the Eddie situation. What if Axiom did it because of his frustrations at Frazier? Oh, so oh, yeah, that's interesting. Down in NXT, oh, switching shows, are we? So you're saying in NXT, Eddie Thorpe was attacked by Axiom as a way of maybe getting into that match? He could, you know, if Eddie's out, then that might create a space for Axiom to get in. Yeah, that is interesting. Kelly the Wise Lady. Not a bad show. I love the turn of Johnny Gargano. As soon as they showed Street Profits were attacked, I told my daughter that Johnny did it because his nice guy thing was all an act. So he and Tommaso definitely did that attack. Was disappointed that Naomi lost the triple threat. I'm predicting it'll be Chelsea against Tiffy for the title. Chelsea should definitely win. The interview in KO's rental car was entertaining. Kevin is someone I like as a heel or face. Main event was okay. And KO coming in at the end was predictable. And I forgot to mention, I'm very happy DIY have the tag belts again. All in all, the show gets 6, 7, 5. Matthew, shout out to you, said SmackDown was good and the transfer portal is a good way for a brand new split reset for Raw before the move to Netflix. DIY win and heel turn was okay. Can't wait for Saturday night's main event. That will be a banger. I agree, Matthew. I agree. Chris said hello, Daze. Hello, Chris. This show was better than I thought it was going to be. I had low expectations going in. I'm thinking a 7. That could be because I'm giving myself a pat on the back for getting the Johnny turn correct. A DIY winning the titles back they should have never lost. Thoughts? I don't mind them losing because I think that it gave Bloodline something to lose, and I think that we could then use that as part of the story, the build to Survivor Series. I like DIY as champions, and when they lost the titles, I was disappointed. So in that regard, no, I wish they never had lost them. But equally, sometimes I do understand if you're telling a story and you need the belts and whatever. That's fine. I felt confident DIY would get them back at some point. I didn't think it would be as heels when they lost them, of course. I actually thought they might end up winning them back, but of course we threw the spanner in the works that was Motor City Machine Guns. But I'm just glad they've got them back now. I'm just glad they've got them back. And hopefully they can keep them and have a really good run with them now. Their matches with Street Profits are going to bang. I'm really looking forward to those. Jang Tae Sang said it was really good. DIY turned heel and won the titles. LFG. Hopefully the OTC returns soon. The trade is what I'm excited for overall. 725. Shout out to you. Yeet. Hyung. I don't even know what that word means. Hyung. Hyung. I don't know what that means. It might be like a swear word. I don't know, but I do understand that word. Yeet. Ratchet the Owl said, this was one of the better Smackdowns of the year, in my opinion. Cody and Kevin feud looks good. DIY heel turn is Zoolander's Magnum level awesome. Bayley and Tiffy in the finals, with Bayley getting the title to set up a heel turn for Naomi, is my prediction. It's a solid 6 out of 10. The show was a 6 out of 10. And this will be our last one because we've hit that 20-minute mark. Mr. Sano said 4 out of 10. DIY winning the titles was probably my highlight for sure. Shout out to you, my friend. So if we whoosh, I don't know if we looked at this. I don't think we did. So here, what do you score SmackDown, right, from this week? Really similar to NXT. 68% great, 68% great. You lot said 7% all-time for NXT. Here, just 6% all-time. That obviously can move and change. But at the moment, it's pretty close to being identical to what we scored NXT. Which is very, very interesting. Down quite a bit on Raw. Raw, 67, great, but 20% said all-time. So add those two together, it gives you great 87. If we add these two together, we get great 74. So quite a bit down from Raw, but pretty much in line with NXT. So there we go. That was this week's SmackDown. Certainly a show that had talking points. Certainly a show that I don't think was bad. I don't remember seeing any like really bad scores in there. Maybe the odd that was a little down that people weren't keen on. But by and large, I think this landed. And on we go to Saturday night's main event. Of course, we're back later with NXT Deadline. If you are around, join us. And as always, really appreciate the support. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.